If you're watching this, it may already be too late. And I know what you're thinking. It's time to sell Dave's cards finally! Unhappy hobby. I'm David Goss, and normally I talk about sports card collecting with a limited budget. Today we're talking about something a little morose, something a little morbid, a little sad. What to do with my cards if I die. Shelby, my wife, here's what I want you to do if I die with my cards. But this is something for everyone to see. So for you to also make some sort of arrangements with your family for when you might pass away or, get incarcerated, whatever it may be. What to do with your cards if you die. And it's important to relay what to do because they may not know what to do. Now you've left a burden with them. Now they're already not too crazy about all the time that you spend on this hobby, but now you've given them a chore after your death that they now have all these cards that they've got to lug around everywhere. They've got to figure out what to do, which ones are valuable. They have scammers trying to get the best cards for cheap money. Look, this is the video to help sort all that out so your family knows what to do when you're no longer around. Now, again, this isn't for while I'm alive. This is for after I'm dead. Let's say I get hit by a bus, or let's say I come down with some undiagnosed disease and I die instantly. Or what if I get hit by a bus that's full of diseased people? Any of these things could happen, but I want to make sure that these cards up here are helping to take care of you afterward. So here are a few steps I want you to think about before moving on. First, make sure I'm dead. Sometimes I'm a heavy sleeper after like 20 wings and 6-pack. Make sure I'm dead. Number one. Number two, you want to make sure your spouse knows what your collection is all about. Make a spreadsheet or even just fill out a notebook paper. Give it to them. Give them an idea of which ones are the most valuable. So I have 3 displays. Those are probably my most valuable. I have a bunch in drawers and stuff like that. But these are the ones that I really do care for the most. That probably would benefit her the most in the end to sell. So these are the ones that I would list out for her and a guess on the value. Now, obviously, whenever you die, the values may change, but for the most part, a lot of this stuff is vintage, so she can have a good idea of which one is more valuable at any given point in time. Number 3, go ahead and sell the cards. Now, how do you do that? Where do you go? Which way do you go? How do you go about doing that? That's what we're going to talk about. Number 4, reach out to Nando. Nando is a close friend of mine. He's someone who understands the industry. He's someone that understands the hobby itself. He will, at the very minimum, be able to direct you to where to go. Now, for the viewer, have your family reach out to somebody that you trust, somebody that also knows the hobby. It may not be somebody that's in your immediate circle, like lives near you or whatever, but they could at least reach out to somebody online, have them have that contact information so that they can make that phone call afterwards and get some direction on where to go with this collection. Now, for me, Nando may just buy the whole collection. I don't know. He may just help direct you to an auction house, and selling them all at one time may be the best route as opposed to selling them individually. It's very true. Like you may lose 20% of what they really do cost singularly, but that may save you like 500% of your time. So which is more valuable? That's something for you to think about. And also to think about moving on. You don't want to have to be dealing with these cards for months and months and months. And this face is just ingrained in your brain, and you got to start moving on. You got to move on. It's also probably good for you to notify that friend that if you do die, he or she would be the one who is reached out to for some help. Number 5, some things you don't want to do. You don't want to have a garage sale. You don't want to put these just on Facebook Marketplace. You don't want to sell them on Instagram. Don't do any of that. That's when all the scammers, that's when all the people are going to come out of the woodworks and try to persuade you into a lesser deal. Get a P.O. box. Make sure you use a P.O. box for any interaction through the mail. You don't want to let these people know that this big beefy guy is no longer in your life to protect you or for you to protect me. Either one. Number 6, save a couple of the cards. Save 1 or 2. maybe it's ones that you know are very important to me. It doesn't have to be the most valuable ones. I'd probably prefer that you sell the most valuable ones so you could do something with the money. But say, for instance, I have a SGC Authentic 1956 Jackie Robinson card that you, Shelby, know that I love. So maybe you hold on to that one. Or maybe it's a Shaquille O'Neal rookie card that you know I loved. Or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's someplace that we went to together, like in Nashville, and we bought that Steph Curry rookie card. Maybe that's the one that you hold on to because it has the memory of us uh, driving in the rain to get to Nash cards and finally walking in and getting that card. So maybe that's the one that you save. But save one or two just to hold on to for the memory and then sell it 3 months later with the memories when you're done with the memory. Number 7, give a bunch of cards away. All the cards that aren't in the display cases up here, all the cards that aren't in the display cases up here, while as a whole, they're kind of collectible. They're pretty valuable. There's a lot of good cards. Give all the ones in the top loaders, give them to Nando or give them to somebody that's helping you with this. There's a lot of good cards that are in the top holders that I just haven't gotten graded or just weren't super grade eligible, I should say, but they're still worth $5 to $10 a piece, something like that. So go ahead and give them all those. And then also, I know you know I've got a bunch of commons. I got boxes of commons in the closet. Just go give those. Go to whether it's to a children's hospital, go to a little league park where a bunch of kids are playing little league. Find some kids, just give a bunch out, to random kids, and maybe they enjoy them. Give a box, give them all out. They'll enjoy them. You'll be happy you're rid of them, and everybody wins. And then finally, number 8, take the money, take the proceeds that you get from selling all of my cards and freeze my head. Cryogenics, they've made a lot of advancements in cryogenics. I really think if you freeze my head at some point in the next century, I may be able to be reanimated some. Okay. Take the money, go on an awesome vacation, go on a trip, go someplace that you and I have never been, start making new memories. For instance, you could go to the National Card Show. I've never been to the National Card Show. So if you went to the National Card Show, it would be a new memory from you. And it was someplace that you and I have never been before. Or Saskatchewan. I've never been there. Have at it. Make new memories. Saskatchewan it is. So there you have it. Kind of a depressing video, but it's kind of an important video. It's something you should think about for all of your money, all of your assets, not just for your sports cards, but all of your assets. Make sure that your family is taken care of and they know what to do after you get hit by that bus full of diseased people. They need to have some steps in place to get money for your assets. So let me know, have you already started something like this? Have you already made some plans? Are there some steps maybe that I missed that you think would be important steps? I want to know in the comments below. Let me know. And regardless of this weird, sad, morbid video, have a happy hobby.
That was fun today. Wasn't that fun?